People in Russia's Urals are recovering from the shock of the meteor that crashed to Earth in the area on Friday. The space rock exploded in the sky, creating a powerful shockwave and damaging hundreds of buildings, including schools. 1,200 people have been injured as a result of the devastating explosion, many of them children. RT's Igor Piskunov reports now from the affected region.
Thankfully, the night passed quietly and without any incidents in Chelyabinsk, since there were fears that more meteors were going to hit the area. Nothing of the kind happened, but the consequences of Friday's meteor are still quite a handful. It's not only about shattered glass. Lots of old buildings were damaged as well, like this factory there behind me, where parts of the wall and roof just collapsed, which is remarkable since we're around 100 kilometers, which is 60 miles away from where the meteor fell on Friday. The explosion was so powerful, NASA says it was equal to around 20 nukes dropped on Hiroshima. Thankfully, these explosions caused by the meteor were not accompanied by lethal radioactivity. For more on what happened here on Friday, here's this report. It wasn't a bird, a plane, or Superman, but something much louder, brighter, faster, and many times more terrifying.
This big bright light came shining across the sky, blinding, brighter than the sun.
It was around 9 a.m. when the skies were suddenly lit up by a meteor flying over Chelyabinsk, breaking into 3 parts and leaving a striking trail of smoke before vanishing. Just minutes later, the city and the surrounding areas were literally rocked by a series of massive explosions.
I immediately called one of my teammates who lives in my building, and I couldn't get through to him. My phone didn't work, so I was a little bit scared at that point.
So powerful, it damaged buildings and shattered windows all across the city.
I was told that a plane crashed right into our building. Then we were told that a wall has been partly dislodged and metal structures inside were bent by the blast wave. It was very scary.
Many were able to film the unearthly phenomenon, later flooding the web with footage as rumors spread of what it might have been. A stricken airplane, a satellite that fell out of orbit, even the beginning of the end of the world. An RT documentary crew that was working in the area suddenly found themselves at the center of events.
We saw a huge tail in the sky, like from an airplane, and then there was bright fire and an explosion. The feeling was like the earth shattering. We thought a military jet may have crashed, or that it was some man-made disaster. It was a relief to find out it was a natural phenomenon.
Over 1,200 people were injured, including over 200 children, mostly from pieces of shattered glass.
One of the girls ran out to take pictures, yes, and she was thrown in by the wave that came after the flash. And then my ears got blocked, and the whole room got filled with dust, just like a fog.
It's estimated the meteor's weight varied from 10 to 40 tons, and its speed of around 20 miles per second gave it a huge amount of energy and made it very difficult to detect in advance.
There are telescopes and networks operated by NASA in the US and Roscosmos in Russia and the European Space Agency and others that are out there trying to detect and track asteroids. But honestly, there's a lot of them. There's hundreds of thousands. And their biggest focus is on the really large ones that are hundreds of meters in diameter or kilometers in diameter that could potentially, do to us what happened to the dinosaurs.
Thankfully, no one was killed this time. And luckily, the meteor didn't hit any industrial facilities, including several nuclear sites located in the region.
Lawrence.